everyone, I want to explain to us how you can be able to trade volatility 25 with just two simple confluence. The best way to trade volatility 25, that's what I want to explain to us. Okay, so before I do that, there's something I want to show to us because I have a running trade which all of us can see here on my screen, which I'm in massive profit, massive profit. But before I go ahead to explain the strategy to us, let me show us this. Okay, so this was a signal I dropped today in the morning. So I dropped this signal today. So you can the time, you can check the date and the time. So I dropped this signal today at exactly 7:40 a.m. Okay, so and that is the trade that is running on my MetaTrader. This was how we started and how we moved. As we are moving, I tried to tell the group what to do. Look at here, I told them looking promising. Manage your risk, guys. We don't control this shit, and that's the pure truth. I try to let people know the truth in this very business. I don't have to fake it. If you don't want to follow me, you can follow whoever you want to follow. If you don't want to trade my signal, you can trade whatever you want to trade. But the truth is what I have to tell you, and that's the only thing I owe you. So what am I saying in this essence? Our take profit was at this level at 1830. Okay, so we'll move furthermore, and boom, here we'll hit our take profit at 1830. Exactly at 1830, we'll hit our take profit. If you check these positions, you will see my take profit where it was set. Okay, so and boom, this was where um I posted this. You can see this. So back to the charts, guys. Let's go back to the chart and see what actually happened and how I got that very sniper entry. This is very simple. This is very simple. Now, one thing I need you to understand before we go ahead with this strategy and how I came about this trade. What you need to understand is that, guys, whatever thing you are doing in this market, it's got to be focused. There's no way you're gonna be a jack of all trades and you'll be able to get perfection. No. And we know that we cannot get 100% perfection, but there is a probability of 95%, 98% accuracy. So there's no way you're gonna be the jack of all trades and you'll be able to get this percentage of accuracy. So for you to get this percentage of accuracy, you must be able to concentrate on few things. And what are the few things you need to concentrate? You need to concentrate on a simple, when I mean a simple 2-3 confluence strategy, not a strategy that combines thousands of indicators, hundreds and thousands of confirmations. No, you need to have something simple, a strategy that's simple. Then secondly, another thing you need to do is you need to minimize the number of pairs that you trade. This is the truth that you won't find anywhere else. There can be only 2 or 3 people that will take time and tell you this. You need to minimize a few pairs that you trade. Look at my quotes. How many pairs do you see? You see only 2 pairs. Volatility 25 and step index. At most, I'll add boom and crash because I have a very good strategy for boom and crash. But note, I don't trade all at the same time. A day can break. After my analysis, I might choose like to monitor boom and crash. I might choose to monitor volatility 25. I might choose to monitor step index. And believe me, when I drop a signal, the signal is with accuracy 90% above. Those in my group should testify of that. We are not bragging it. So how do I come about these accuracies, guys? I will tell you at the end of this video. But let me explain to you the purpose of this video, which is this 25. The simplest and best way to trade volatility 25. Okay, when I woke up in the morning, I saw the market. When I was scanning the market, I saw this setup, and I said to myself, "Yeah, this is setup I've been waiting for." Yesterday, I didn't trade it. Day before, I didn't get into this trade, and here this morning, the setup comes. So when I check out my trades, my chart, now look at the things that I saw. I saw that at a point, that market was at a very good psychological level. This was where the market was. These have not been created then. Okay, so let's tell ourselves the truth. The second leg have not been created as at when I saw the setup. Okay, so this was where the market was. So now I discovered that number one, the market was at a very good psychological level. If you don't know how to get your psychological level, watch one of my previous videos. Those that are following me and those that knows how to get the psychological level should know the nearest psychological level at this point, and which is what? Okay, if your answer is 1850, you are correct. But if your answer is something more than that, below or above, you are wrong. That's my psychological level. So I've gotten the psychological level of 1850. So I discovered that at this 1850, the market tends to making some kind of indecisions. And that's okay. Having gotten that, let me keep that aside. Okay. I see the series of rejections at this very psychological level. That's apart. What else should I look at for? I check. Can I get something else? I say to myself, yes. Pull out this indicator. If you pull out this indicator, what are you seeing? We are seeing that the market has touched here, and now coming to this very place. True that it has not touched it. It has not touched it, yes. But for you being an experienced trader, when you see that this trend line is this close and the rejections are coming, this is advanced. I'm teaching you advanced knowledge. Because if we are waiting for this trend line to hit, if we are waiting for it, we would have missed the whole of this move for the day. Patience pays a lot, but at a time when you see that what you are looking at for has come up, guys, you need to go for the trade. You need to go for the trade. So as I placed my indicator, that was exactly how I placed my trend line. That was how I placed the trend line. So I'm not going to lie to you that I pushed it and now come to push it to touch it. No, I'm not going to push it. This is how the trend line was. And obviously, I know that it hasn't touched it instantly. Okay, so someone will ask, why will you take it while it have not touched? Why I took it because while it have not touched it, because I know that the distance between the trend line and the price is just a little thing. Okay, so even if it touch it, I'm still gonna enter it. But since it didn't touch it, but it gave me the rejections, that I needed, then I'll say, okay, let me see what else could I get. And that's okay. Let me check if I can see some other confirmations. Let it not be that I just hoofed in on a trend line that have not been touched and also a psychological level. So I have to pull out my indicators. Those of you that have been following me, you know the indicator I use, the RSI with two moving averages, the 13 and the 5 moving average. But today, I said, let me do away with them and try something else. Okay, so that's the reason why you need to have a broad knowledge. So what I just did today was trading volatility 25, the best way and the most accurate way, using the indicator I'm going to pop out now. Watch me do this. And what is the indicator? Let's look for it. Okay, let's look for it. Here it is. And what is the name of the indicator? Axum Accelerator Oscillator and Axum Oscillator. There are two. So the first I chose was Axum Oscillator. Okay, that was the one that I chose at first. That was the one I chose. So now what happens? Probably you might not like Axum Oscillator. You can remove it. Then you choose Accelerator Oscillator. If this is the one you like, you can choose it. But for me, I know what I'm looking at for. So what I choose was Awesome Oscillator. So I'll still have to like you to follow me the same process. Choose Awesome Oscillator so that your analysis and everything can come up at the same time. So the settings for the Awesome Oscillator, Pixel, I choose 1 here, volume, none, here, none. You can choose any color of your choice. So that's just the default settings. I click on done. Now this is what I have in my indicator window. This is what I have in my indicator window. So having this in my indicator window, I come to realize that how do I analyze this market with this indicator that I've pulled out? How do I analyze it? I discovered that if you are looking at it, you will see what is called divergence. And what do we mean by divergence? Guys, this video has a lot of knowledge. If you don't get it at this first explanation, I think you need to rewatch it again and get this broad knowledge. Okay, I've not dropped a video of this type in this channel before. So how do you know that the market, there is a divergence in the market? Now let me explain to you that using awesome oscillator, how do you know there is a divergence in the market? Now you can bear me witness that this market is doing higher highs. Price is doing higher high, right? Am I correct? Yeah. Yeah, the candles are doing higher highs. You see this market move high, came down, break this previous high, came down, move, break this previous high. Now, while the market was doing that, what was my oscillator doing? My oscillator was doing this, down. See what my oscillator was doing? Let me pull this. You see what my oscillator was doing? This is what is called divergence. Divergence. When price is doing higher high and the oscillator is doing lower highs. Lower highs. Higher highs, lower highs. Okay? And when this happens, I say, okay, do I still need more confidence? Someone might say no. But for me, I will say to you, yes, I still need more confidence. And what is the next confidence I need? I need to see the sellers. I need to see the sellers pushing price to their direction. I need to see the sellers pushing price to their direction before I will now join them. I'm not the one that's gonna push the market down. No, my own little capital, my own little equity as a retail trader is not enough to push the market down. Guys, you guys need wisdom. You need knowledge of the market, how this stuff works. Why can't you go in for a mentorship? You need knowledge on how these things works. As a retail trader, it marvels me when you guys drop in your $10, $15, $20, $150 to the brokers, keep on donating the brokers because you don't have the knowledge. Guys, you need to get the knowledge. So what am I saying in essence? Having gotten this confluence, I got the trend line, I got the psychological level, I got the awesome oscillator giving me a divergence. Now I've gotten my direction. So am I the one that's going to lead the race? No, it's not me. It's not my little capital because it's not gonna be enough. So I have to allow the huge funders to come in and reverse the vehicle, so that Ghana sits as a passenger and enjoy the ride. And that's exactly what I did. So when I saw them pushing down the price, guys, I had to join them because they have already started the journey. You can see this very strong bullish engulfing here. So when this strong bullish engulfing came, I joined them. And since then, other passengers has gone out from the vehicle. But because I know what I saw, I had to stay in the vehicle, and the vehicle has been carrying me, and you can see how far it took me to. And not just me, it took everybody in the group down to this very place. Isn't this awesome, guys? It's very awesome, very nice. So you'll be like, oh, if this is how trading is, it's a cool game. The question is, will you have the patience to get this set up? Will you be able to study it again, study it again, study it and master the setup? No, you're not gonna do that. You're gonna be scalping your 1 minute trying to catch up all the moves in the market. So guys, if you benefit from this video, I would like you to hit the thumb button. drop your comments, guys. I'm not gonna make this video a long one. I'm gonna end it here. If you have any question regarding this video on how to use awesome oscillator to trade volatility 25 index, how to use awesome oscillator to trade volatility index, how to trade divergence, guys, drop your comment, drop your question. I'm gonna attend it to you. See you guys in the next video. Away.